Hello there, and welcome to another episode of X4 with a Star Wars Interworld mod 0.83 installed. As you can see, we are in our Overseer. Was it a frigate? Can't remember. It's a pretty cool ship. I have been doing a bit of playing about, and I am growing. I really like this ship. It's a good ship. It's manoeuvrable. It's got decent firepower. It's alright. I quite like it. So, as it stands at the moment, we're just going to do our preliminary, our introduction. And we'll just sort of like go what's been going on and stuff like that. So as you can see, we've got 20 million credits and we're getting a good chunk of money in as well from our miner. Basically, the hard sell miner was I've changed its behaviour because it was just working in Hyporia and it was selling to our stations, which it didn't need to do, and that it wasn't making any money, but now it is, which is great. What have we done? We've not built any new stations. We've basically just upgraded some. So our Smuggler's Run defence platform has now got a dock, because I needed to put a dock on it so we could get all the turrets. Look at our loadout there. We've got all the turrets active now. It's not got much firepower, but it's there. It makes a little bit of difference, and we can extend this, which I plan to do. And everything else has pretty much been the same, apart from the Hyporia ship supply. So beforehand, this was just a little station that made energy cells. It's now geared up to make ship supplies, almost fully upgraded to make ship supplies. Because I had a little bit of think about it, and there was some helpful comments and stuff like that over on the Hapes playthrough one, and even though we've not hit the point on this playthrough yet where we're needing to get ship supplies, and we haven't got an equipment dock, so it doesn't really matter anyway. Well, I think the equipment docks give it a boost, so we've got ship supplies going, which means we can use our defense station and put some storage on there and just ship supplies to it, and we can build up to it anyway. We've got the process going, which was the main thing. Basically, it needs food rations, it needs water, it needs refined metals, and it needs medical supplies. As you can see from this little flowchart here, who doesn't love a good flowchart? Is this technically a flowchart? I don't know. I just work here. So basically, we've got all the blueprints now, which means we can make meat, spices, agriculture, medical supplies. We already had refined metals and water, which is kind of like we bought the food rations one as well, so we can produce 50% of the things that this station needs to make supplies and ship supplies. Surprisingly, not that expensive a blueprint, and it sells for quite a reasonable amount. This station is making us decent money with the fact that it's got energy cells. It has sold some ship supplies. There we go. Which one was it? One of these sold some ship on one of these earlier on. I was having a look at it, and it made us 100,000 credits in one transaction, which is pretty good going. It cost a little bit to get there. Let's look at that. We're already up to nearly 22 million. We've only just started. So the plan. I'm off to Edu first of all to get a feel of what's going on in this part of the world. We'll put autopilot on because I'm going to do this. There's a patrol mission which I'm going to do, and we're saving up some money because I've been looking at ships. We bought a few, so this little bunch of fighters here should be, unless the Vong have shot some down, which I don't think they have. It should be 10 tri-droids, and 2 Vigos kicking around in there. The combat version of the Vigo as well, not the freighter. So we've got them stationed there because one of the problems we've got at the minute is the ICG are rubbish for carriers in the kind of like the tier that we're at the minute. So we can only get realistically large ships because the ICG big boy ships are big price tag, and they're the ones with the carrier support on. So you've got the Providence and you've got the Allocator and then you've got the Lucas Hull. They're all the ones that have the big carrier capacity all above 40 million. So it's it's a big investment. It's a lot of time kind of like getting there, and I don't think it's necessary at the minute. So my plan is I've made some blueprints. So we are going to get all the new ships for this. Let's just pause it a second. For this particular series, because I think some of them should be alright. For a large ship, this looks quite tanky. Its turret output is rubbish. But there we go. We've got the Diamond Cruiser, which we're going to get some of those just to have a look at them. Because I want to test them all out. Diamond Cruiser is a bit unusual in the way as it's got no forward firing weapons like most ICG vessels. But it's only got two docks basically, which is a bit rubbish. We're going to get some hard sell frigates. I've made a preset for the hard sell frigate. That's only got 1 dock. I think these are going to be incredibly squishy. My plan is, because they've got a lot of turrets on them, like what, 12 XV7s and then 6 RH3s. They're one of the cheaper of the large ships as well. My plan is to use these as maybe some sort of anti-fighter kind of wing / they've got the XV1s on the front, on the prow, as kind of like, I don't know, screen ships basically. But the one that I'm really wanting is this Ordinance Destroyer. Now the Ordinance Destroyer, the Ordinance Cruiser, she is expensive. She's 37 million credits at time of talking about. That price fluctuates quite a bit, and I was like, why for a large ship? Why is that so much? Because its stats, I mean, its shields are amazing. Its hull is, I would say, below what you really want for a large ship. You want probably 700,000 on a hull. For me, that kind of to me is like, yeah, that's acceptable. But that shield's pretty good. Its average turret output isn't terrible, but it could be better. It too has forward firing weapons, which is pretty good. But its party trick is the fact that it has it can carry up to 500 medium concussion missiles, which is pretty good. That's the thing that puts the price right up. I've put that down to 250, and then we can see about when we've got the money to buy it, adding that. So that's kind of the plan. I was going to just kind of like blow a load of money on medium and small ships, but because of the types of ship I'm wanting to initially buy with the ICG are things like vulture droids. Like what have we got? We've got our dry fighters, which we use in the pirate preset from the previous one. Like 2,000 meters per second travel speed, hyenas, 1,800, vulture droid. They've got so they're really slow, basically. They're not particularly good. I mean, we might have to do something like use the Scarab classes to start out until we can afford, basically. What I'd fancy, what I really want, is the new Allocator. Because the new Allocator looks really cool. But I think what we're probably going to do is we'll put that on a slight back burner This ship gives me really big Expanse vibes, just with the way it looks. Yeah, I think we're probably going to put the allocator, the big ships on the back burner for a little while. We're probably going to get a bunch of, like, a smaller fleet. We've got the mission to try and do to go to Jabeam and drop some mines, which Jabeam is round Bunter. I can't remember which way it is from Bunter. I mean, it might even be there.
Jump completed. Jump beacon.
But yeah, we've kind of I'm gonna have a go at that mission. I think we're gonna end up dead, to be honest, but we'll try and deploy some mines, help the ICG out. The ICG have managed to take Kessel back, as well as Edu, because it was touch and go for a minute. They'd lost Kessel, they lost Edu. We'd had, like we saw last time, we'd had CSA ships in Moldova. They've been back and destroyed that power station that or whatever station it was that we saved. I've got the scout working in Camino because I wanted to find the Camino shipyard, so we know everything that is. I think we're probably going to see about, well, there's an event that can trigger where Camino goes to war. It kind of like switches on, and that's if we lose Manda, from what I've read. Why are you turning that way? You don't want to go that way, you want to go this way.
Jump completed.
So yeah, that's kind of the plan. Now, I don't think there's going to be much happening on this particular mission. We're just going to dock with this equipment dock. We're going to do some and we're going to do this mission because I'm basically, so for you guys, you know, seconds will pass. For me, there's probably going to be a little bit of time in between where I'm just trying to get us money up so we can afford that Ordinance cruiser, because we need to take out that Vong base because they're so annoying, and I think that Vong base is having a bit of a negative impact on the rest of the kind of like the ICG, because I think what they're doing is they're stopping in Hyporia because there's so many little attacks going on, so most of their military is just kicking about there, instead of doing what I want it to do, which is kind of like press forward, and then we can do more combat with them. Because at the minute, yes, we got very lucky when we killed a Venator, and we can comfortably we can take out our Quintons, because between, I can't remember when it was it actually on the game? Was a recording at the time? I don't think I was. I did take on our Quintons on my own, and I did kind of I did beat it fairly soundly. I have to be careful. There's a lot of kind of like angling around it, but this is where this ship seems to excel. We need to top up our missiles as well. I'll sell the proton missiles. I don't need those. Just want those. Add to shopping list. Confirm order. Get up. Let's do this patrol mission. So yeah, that's what I was going to say about the diamond. Did I say it about the diamond? I don't know. It seems pretty rubbish. Like on paper, it's pretty pants.
Good luck out there.
Thank you. I'll show you in a minute what I mean. Where's my ship? Where's my ship? Get in the ship and dock. Like, for a large ship, this is so maneuverable. Like, oh great, what are we? patrol hard sail, we can just basically bimble on by with the hard sail. I'll need to pause it a minute just in case I crash into something. I accidentally backed into a diamond cruiser. I'll put a picture up if I remember. So I came in out of dock and I just basically put it in reverse. Didn't look behind me, as you do. And I backed into the diamond cruiser here. It was perfect. I got perfectly wedged in between this bit, and as you can see from the little screenshot I took, it made my ship look like a guppy, which is a little type of fish with an elaborate tail. So yeah, that amused me for a couple of minutes. But anyway, yeah, the diamond cruiser. Shields are good, hull's okay. It's expensive. Its turret output is pathetic. Like, yeah, I think I've already said, but this is how surprised I am. It's rubbish. I don't think this is going to be a particularly good ship at all. Maybe it's you know, there's something that actually makes it good. One of the bonuses I found is that it can have ions, and I can't remember seeing many ions. So the plan for this one will be it'll be our ion anti-shield sort of ship. I just noticed. Are we going to lose our little miner friend? That's it. Run away! Bloody Vong. They're everywhere. Bloody everywhere. Yeah. So yeah. So if you've never seen a patrol mission before, they're pretty damn boring. To be honest, there's two ways we could do it. So the one where you get paid most is where you essentially fly up to your squadron lead, which is this guy. Oh, they've got an overseer as well. Yeah, you fly up to your squadron lead and you just essentially sit next to them for 20 minutes, and if any enemies come into range or anything like that, you join in on the old attack. If they don't come into range, then it's a happy patrol. The other way you can do these missions is you... where are we? You fly to the different stations. So it's telling me there's a station down there. You fly to that, and each time you go to one of those stations, you get it ticks up after a moment. So it runs a bit less than 20 minutes. Patrol missions are good and bad. They can be a bit of a pain in the neck sometimes, because sometimes what will happen with a patrol is they just cancel it like part way through and you don't get paid anything for it. And if you've travelled quite a distance out of your way to get to a patrol, then it's a little bit frustrating, to say the least. But other times they can be quite a good money sink, because if there's any ships kicking about, you get paid extra money for every enemy ship you destroy. Works on drones as well, so if you're in a fighter you can farm the old drones at the station, and sometimes it'll let you go over this 20 mark. So I think I've had it up to about 30, 32 before. That was a very long time ago on one of the previous versions of SWI, and you basically get paid more for the mission. So if you're happy to wait, which sometimes you are, because it's X4, isn't it? You're always waiting for someone. Yeah, you can use it to kind of like kill some time and make some money. But yeah, so for now, just a little introduction done. Well, I'm going to do this, and then we'll come back when we try and get to Kabundi. Alright, we are back, and there looks to be some action, potentially. It just looks like a Bogo standard fighter. Looks like a V-Wing, but that's most likely going to have some form of friends with it. So hopefully we're not going to get destroyed. I do need to arm my missiles. Oh! Hello! It's a little patrol group, look, and picking on a poor old Genosian frigate. We'll go after this one because it's easier to line up.
Defender corvette.
This is good for us because this means we get paid a little bit more money for doing the patrol. The way when you're going against fighters, the way it works out the payment is basically based on how much damage you do to the enemy ships. So 100% damage is 100% of the money. Varies on size of ship and stuff like that. A couple of percent of damage is, you know, not that much. The thing you've got to be careful of if there's other ships and stations kicking about is friendly fire. When you're against a tub like this, we should be pretty good at taking it out.
I can't take much more of this. Defender corvette.
Boom, boom. Get that loot, because I'm going to want to do some upgrades in these here ships. That is for surezies. You would probably not. Ooh, don't go that way.
Really shouldn't have done that.
Wow, that defender's doing some proper little damage to our shields. Cheeky little beggar. Where are you? Giddy. This is where I start to get worried because we're very close to that Geonosian frigate. There we go, look. Look at that victory! It's such a good ship. It's such a good ship. It's got all the drawbacks you would expect a ship like this to have. Like all the you know, of a large ship, it's never going to be a dogfighter. But as far as large ships goes, it's pretty tough. Like, it can hold its own and it can dish out quite a bit of damage. That is for sure. But yeah, so I'm on patrol 12 of 20. Basically what I'm doing is I'm just flying from station to station. So yeah, I'll be back shortly. Right, so we've done our patrol mission. Now let's go and see how much we can get paid. Usually most of the time they're not worth the money. Like, oh, mind you saying that, we've got nearly $1 million there, so that was a good one. So yeah, we got quite a decent thing. Oh, there were 8 light cruise, 8 Quintons kicking around at one point. Cool. So we'll close that briefing now. Oh, there's a big battle going up on there.
Good luck.
I think we need to be going that way anyway. So let's go and check that out. Because we can basically see about getting the cash some cash money from killing CSA. We've got a couple of missions anyway to kill CSA ships. So if we head up towards that jump gate, we should hopefully be able to make a bit of extra cash. Which is always nice. Right, undock. Oh, we got allocator.
LH30 totem freighter allocator.
Do like the look of an allocator. Right, so I believe it was all kicking off up here. So let's set a guidance point to there. And let's go and see what we can find. Hopefully these guys are moving up there as well. That's if I read the map right. I'm pretty sure I read the map right. We need to be going this way anyway because we need to go to Jabeem. Oh, was the battle happening around here? Because that's taken. Oh, mind you, that might be shield damage because it's been boosting. There we go. Look at that allocator. That's what. Oh no! What are you shooting at, allocator? So there is CSA.
Arc 170.
Arcs. Is there anything else kicking around in Mr. Arc? You have a daddy ship or a mummy ship that we can talk to about your behaviour. Don't think there is. There's quite a powerful fleet there. We obviously we know from past experience that the is it the Recursion? That's a pretty powerful ship, or it can be a powerful ship anyway. Yeah, there's been some scrapping in this system, which hopefully will mean that
Empty space.
I'm not stopping just for a single fighter.
19 starfighter.
I want to see what's kicking around. One thing I keep noticing, so I keep seeing these little asteroid clusters that are classed as enemy. I wonder if anyone knows this. Do these turn into Vong beacons, or is this like the start of a Vong beacon thing? Because there's lots of little thingies. This is the first time I've actually explored them. Seen them a fair few times kicking about. Get into range, see if we can shoot one.
V19 starfighter. Asteroid.
What did you know? Empty. Well, if it's red, it's dead, right? That's the theory on
Asteroid.
thing. And I know the Vong like to live in asteroid style basey things, so we'll not leave it to chance.
V19 starfighter.
Oh, we just got paid some more money.
Asteroid.
Lovely. Yeah, like, if anyone knows what these asteroids are, do let me know, because it doesn't really tell you what they are. I mean, they explode a lot.
Defender corvette.
The Defender.
Unknown ship.
Oh, are we walking into what has been a
19 starfighter.
big battle? That's Dead Providence.
CR-70M Arkwiggen's light cruiser.
Alright, time to... Oh! I was going to say, put my money where my mouth is and try and take... and say, show that we can go against Anna Quinton, but I think... 4 quintons is probably pushing it a little bit. What we'll do though. Oh, we've got bad guys on our 6. They're moving in. Is that the 70? Do a flyby. Right. So this might be a good time to try our mission. Where is it? Deploy mines. Set to active. We need to command it. I think Jabim's there. I could be wrong. It's a dangerous mission, but someone's apparently got to do it. So we'll drop a quick save, just in case it all goes terribly wrong. Because although this is I do like this ship. I am a bit concerned that we're going to get it destroyed. I don't really want to get it destroyed needlessly. So let's see how it goes. So what I'm going to do, because I'm aware I've already been recording for about an hour, and I've not really got much done. But that's fine because we're doing something. So what we'll do is when I get to Jabim, or if there's any close encounters, we'll come back then.
You don't stand a
Okay, right, so we're here in Jabim.
Empty space.
It's potentially going to be a bit of a hairy one. What I need to do is basically in, out, shake it all about, drop these mines. I don't know if it's wanting us. It doesn't look like we're actually deploying mines on anything particular other than just in this area. So that's a bonus. I've never done one of the reasons I wanted to do this mission because I've never done one before. Right, deploy 30 mines. Deploy mine. Deploy mine. Deploy. Oh, you are kidding. Oh, great. All those mines just exploded on me, I think. No, not autopilot engage. Dumbass. Why would I want autopilot to engage? Deploy mine, deploy mine, deploy.
Disengage.
I just heard someone say commence bombing run, which does not fill me with too much confidence. Add some more for good measure. Station, right, now we just got to get 4 station engineers. That's fine. We can manage that. Do a little bit of random. Oh, hello. Random acts of piracy while we're here.
That was a really silly thing to do.
Is that a lap? Yeah. That's not what I want because that's a gunboat. Gunboats are bad for big ships. Oh, and it was all going so well. There's not a massive amount we can do as it stands at the moment. Just hope, pray our turrets can get us out of dodge. Nice line of mines there.
Eat an asteroid.
Where are you flying to the mines? Go play with a mine. Look at us, we're fantastic. We're not out of the woods yet though. Because there is still a lot of ships between us and our homeland. Why we were deploying mines there, I don't know. I should really see if there's a hotkey or something like that to deploy mines, or whether we can deploy all. I was looking at some mods for Star Wars Interworld on Nexus today, and I did see that there were some interesting additions. Matt started playing this. I don't know how much he's got into it yet.
Jump completed.
But I know he is playing X4 with the Star Wars Interworld mod installed. I've been giving them a little bit of help. That's why. Oh, there's a couple of tutorial videos up as well. That was one of the reasons why, because Matt point blank refuses to do tutorials, and I'm too soft with people. What I should say to Matt is stop being a crybaby, do the tutorial, and then you'll know. But I know a lot of people are the same. They hate tutorials. The tutorial in this isn't actually too bad. Like, it is pretty much tells you the bare bones basics of what you have to do. It's not a storyline in-game mission. It's not the best tutorial in a game I've ever seen. That belongs to Far Cry Blood Dragon. That's hilarious, the tutorial on that. But it is it's quite a good one. In the way it just tells you what you need to do. And it just, the way it does is it flavours the text in sort of like, oh, this is how you can see outside your ship. It must be cameras. There's lots of them flying around, a bit like that Eve idea.
Jump completed. You do.
But yeah. Oh, there's so many. Pause, Matt. What have we got? What do we got? But yeah, so there's tutorial videos up. There's basic movement and a little bit of an introduction to the UI at the minute. I am going to do some more. If there's things that people want to see, do let me know down in the comment section. To be honest, I don't really want to get involved in that. Well, I do partly want to get involved with that fight. But that is a lot of firepower. All they have to do is start, because they take that out, focus fire on me, and I am very much dead. This is why we need a bigger fleet. I mean, I am tempted to get another couple of these, because I think they do have some docking space, just not much. Yeah, there's definitely been a roving battle.
Defender Corvette.
We'll have a play around here. Too much danger close for this one.
We're taking hits.
What we got? We've got a couple of. Yeah, we're probably going to annoy that. We're very near the gate as well, so if it all goes a bit wrong, we can get out of dodge.
Stop.
I forgot how good the Defender Corvettes were. Oh, that's never going to hit, is it? Like as a ship, they are pretty damn good. Oh, we've kind of got them locked in now. One thing I have found about this ship is the forward guns on it, incredibly inaccurate. Like the ones that you fight yourself. The turrets aren't too bad. It definitely seems like it's a ship that's kind of like his role is to maybe be a bit of a brawler. Yeah, I can't remember what I was saying before this little battle. Anyway, I'm going to sort this out. I need to find some engineers. We've all seen me do this before. It's very boring. I'm just going to go through my crew, get some engineers.
Jump completed.
And do it like that, I think. That seems like the best idea, because I need to go and get some repairs on my ship anyway, because I think some turrets have been damaged. Oh! Yes! We should be able to buy Overseer. Ordinance, sorry. Oh no, we can't. 36 million now. Oh, it's always been 36 million, isn't it? We've got 30 million. That's good, isn't it? There's not a single large ship that we're anywhere close to being able to buy. I mean, we're supposed we're 18 million now. Ideally, what I'd like is one of these. Like, because then that is our carrier command ship sorted. Bish bash bosh. And look at the hull and the shield strength on it. This is not even a combat ship. This is a support ship, an auxiliary ship. Look at that average like output on the turrets. Like 13,000. Amazing. I'd love to see what the loadout on this is. Like on the big battleship version. I mean, look at that. 4 million hull already off the bat. That's pretty impressive. But yeah, so I'm going to do some repairs, get some money sorted out, and see where we kind of land. Oh, we've done our little patrol mission, which mine lane mission, which I thought was I quite enjoyed it, to be honest. A little bit of thrill of the imminent death and all that stuff. So I can see what I'm going to need. Mission manager. You set to active. What's the station? It's there. So I need to find that station. Chip, you're doing a lot of things I don't want you to do at the minute, like going into warp drive mode and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna just do these bits, and then we'll come back in a minute and see what's what and see what we can do. I don't think there's gonna be much else more we can do in this episode, but you never know, something might pop up. If we can get the Ordnance cruiser, we will definitely have a go at the Vong base. In fact, I think I'm gonna make that our mission for the day. So when you see us next, we'll be all ready to take out the Vong. Alright, we've docked up. I've just had a GR500 basically tried to sneak in front of me, cut me up as I was signalling, and I've proper like gave him a bad day. Like, get out, New Republic, we own this place, not you. And I've noticed I've got a couple of turrets on fire, which is not good. So the reason that we're docking is because we need to upgrade and repair, and I think we should be able to get what we need to buy the ship. So we've got 31 million at the minute. I've just checked, and a minute ago that we're down to 32. Yes, they still are at 32. We can work with that. So we just go there and we go accept all. Gives us 33. Look at that. Bonza. Buy ships. Now is it going to do its usual and change its price? Shouldn't do. 32. Here to shopping list. We're going to be waiting a little bit for components. There we go. We are now going to be the proud owners of a Ordinance cruiser very soon. So I need to wait for that to build, and then to get the components and stuff like that, which shouldn't take too long. So I'll probably just stick it in setter, and then any other money that we get, I'm going to buy some more ships, some Vigos, I believe. I think that's probably going to be the safest option as it stands at the minute. This is how I ended up getting one of those, a diamond freighter, stuck in the back of my ship earlier on. But yeah, there you go. So we'll be back very shortly. Welcome back. So we're on board our Ordnance cruiser. So we're on the bridge, obviously. It's standard style X4 bridge. And I don't think it'll be any different from the other ones, but we'll just check. We've got crew quarters and we've got a rig, which is just like, yeah, standard crew quarters. That's pretty cool. So like if you wanted to do some RP sort of stuff, you could do some RP stuff. The problem with this game is it's not multiplayer. I think I was reading up on it. There doesn't seem to be any mods to make it multiplayer. Oh, we've got 3 cells in this one. Very fancy. Oh look, you can see outside. Oh. you can see the interior of the ship, and it's pretty cool. Dude, the hull's paper thin, sir. You can see through it. Yeah, nice. Is that episode of Simpsons where Homer tries to put on a massive amount of weight for some reason? You get some sort of free stuff. He has his moo, and Bart, like, he's saying, "Oh, I don't know if there's enough fat in this chicken or whatever it is," and Bart rubs it on the wall of the restaurant place that they're in. Basically goes through, like, turns the wall invisible. Joy of joys. Right, so Ordinance cruiser, here it is. Very, very classic retro sci-fi ship, isn't it? Like, there's so many design. I mean, I can think of a couple right off the top of my head from like 90s video games. It's like Nexus, Jupiter Incident, that had a fair few ships like this. Not as many moving parts. So I always remember, like, 90s ships always used to have like like a spinning bit, like an anti-grav ring, several rings all spinning around each other. But it is very kind of like that. Thunderbirds, Captain Scarlet, it's got all those vibes. A lot of the original sci-fi series. So let's see what our little puppy can do. So the plan is, and this is probably going to go terrible because I've not actually used a decent fleet in a long while. You are going to defend this ship in Alpha. We've got
Joining squad.
the rest of the fleet. So the tri-droids are on interception. The AE-77s, the Vigos, they're on interception as well. These are hopefully going to deal with our fighter problem, because last time it wasn't so much the station that was the issue, it was the fighters that did us in. So we're going to try and do this properly. I'm going to drop a save. In a minute, we'll just get orientated around, and we'll try and do this a bit more textbook. I don't know the best way to attack Vong stations. I usually find head on towards one of the pillars is the best, because it kind of screens the rest of everything out. Rest of the fire out on the way that they are playing. We've done over a day on this. So yeah, we'll do this textbook, I think, or we'll try and do this. I'm not going to do what I did in the Overseer, fly really close. I think our turrets and stuff like that have got a reasonable range on them. We'll check. We're going to have all missiles. So you're all going to be... What should we have? You can be capitals first. Capitals first. capitals first. The medium concussion missiles, because they are a bit slower, we'll go on capitals first as well. So they should all attack the station and then go to the fighters, and we'll put everything else on fighters first. Because if I remember rightly, the Vong weaponry, so these have got really good shields, and Vong weaponry is weak against shields, usually, from what I remember. It's the hulls, because I think they're like a plasma-based weapon, so you don't do as much damage to your yeah, they don't do as much damage to shields, I think. I can't remember. We also have the prime mounted weapons, which is pretty good. I'm liking the forward guard we've got going on there. With all the ships, you've got the little Vigos. The Ents are going to war. Would the Vong be Ents? The Vong are more natural, aren't they? Really, I'm if anyone in that particular makeup scenario, I'm Sauron, not Sauron, Saruman, the White Wizard, because he only had a mind for metal. And that upset Treebeard because they were friends, and it was like Saruman got a new girlfriend, and the girlfriend was metal and stone and fire, and no longer kind of like peace, love, and you know, all that good stuff. And I get it. He was a sad boy. Probably best if we put Group 1 on for our pew pew. Oh, that's annoying. Like, the weapons are above. Right, so we'll jump to about 100 clicks, maybe 60. These are gonna have, we're not gonna rely on these. We're gonna rely on everything else. The rest of the fleet should be able to keep up, because this is a fairly slow puppy. Oh. Here we go. Come on, fleet, where are you? As bothered as I would be if we lose, like, the Overseer and this. But we shall see what happens. We shall see what happens. We're going to have a slow trundle up. This is our target. This is a Vong station. There are many of them, but this one is ours. What film's that from? Is that, what do we call it? Apocalypse Now? They're talking about the rifles. That's a bizarre film. A good film, really good film, but rather bizarre. Let's... Where are my guns? Am I forward facing? Yeah, very much forward facing. So, looking at the turrets, this is all stuff I should check before battle. You can see they're all kind of like around the front and on these little dorsal wings. So, head on is the way with this ship, it would appear. Where's the rest of the goddamn fleet? Oh, come on, guys. I thought X4 had meant to updated its fleet stuff. You lie, X4. So yeah, one of the reasons, like, you can't really, or I find I can't be tactical, particularly on this game with smaller fleets, is because X4 just does not. Like, the AI just doesn't do it. Even when you've got highly skilled pilots, like even when the 3-star and above, it's still not brilliant. if you're out of the system and like, so if I told that little fleet to attack something in this system, it'd probably do well because it's not actually like not trying to make it look realistic. It's just basically crunching the numbers in the background. So everything stays in formation and works usually. Excuse me, I do apologise for my yawning. Looks like a very ominous looking thing. We're getting there though. Not far now. Oh, this is what it must have felt like going down the Death Star trench. You know, you're waiting, you're on edge. When can I fire? When can we open up with the main guns? You get the sun flickering there, really annoying. It's a good job I'm not epileptic. That'd be bad. That'd be bad news bears, that one. Here we go. Here we go. We should be coming into range, I don't know, next couple of minutes. Key some... I'm not going to put any dramatic music on. But this is the point, like, where we could do... Usually I get some of the most dramatic Star Wars music in some of the most ridiculous circumstances. Now we could do with it. We've got this, whatever this is, just tuned in. Boo, 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 boo. It's a good piece of music. It's very atmospheric, but no, don't go into war, please. God, no, not like that. Seems like they've changed the brightness and stuff like that on the ships as well, which is pretty good. Right, we should be nearly there. These are starting to come into range now, which is good. I mean, I suppose the rest of the fleet is limited by the fact that these can only do, what, 2,000 meters per second in travel speed. This is why we need a carrier, some form of a carrier. I even looked at the Camino ones and sort of thought, well, can we get Camino? Unless the other thing we could do is we could have a few Geonosian frigates, because they've got 6 docks, I think. That could be an option. Oh, we're getting close enough now to see the pulsy lights.
Yuuzhan Vong dormant beacon.
The guns should be coming into range now. Any minute now. Look at this. How are we going to do it? Oh, I'm starting to want to turn around now. I'm starting to think to myself, this is all doomed. We're going to die. Right, hit the brakes. Holy hell. Oh, look, but they don't really do much damage. Where are those Vongs off to? Good, the fleet's doing its job. Alright then. That made me feel like another Star Warsy moment there. You know, what is it? Oh, you know, losing droid. The opening of what do you call it? Revenge of the Sith. The arcs are being destroyed. And Anakin's like, I'm turning back to help. And Obi-Wan's like, no, they're doing their job so we can do ours. Obi-Wan doesn't sound like that, at least. These Vigos are awesome. Like the sheer firepower. I mean, to be honest, with how good these are at anti-fighter stuff, I might just buy a bunch of Vigos. Look at all the firepower that is spit out. We got this. We have got this. We're not really taking much damage. We've got the hull down to a reasonable amount. We could do with getting rid of this turret. You're going in a little bit close, but that's fine. you. Oh, we've got cargo drones. We'll disarm you. Cargo drones. I did say I wasn't going to come in close, but we're getting a little closer. We've nearly destroyed the main hull, which I think is probably a good thing. We're going to tell you to escape if you possibly can. That's what I want. Get these big main cannons on. We're doing it. We're doing it. Booyah! Right, now is the tricky part. Now we got to get out of here. Got to get out of this place. We should be firing missiles, which is reasonably good. I mean, they ain't going to be happy that we just destroyed their base, probably. That's fine. I mean, we took a bit of a pounding.
Thanks for your help.
Oh, thanks for your help. How much? 150,000 for taking out a base. Yeah, that's fair, isn't it? How are you doing, guys? Are we out? I'm sure I told you to run away. No, my little droids, don't be heroes. Don't do it. Wow, that. So, I'm surprised how he's. I mean, obviously, last time I did do a lot of bloody stupid flying and stupid maneuvers and stuff like that. Well, it just goes to show how much it was anti-fighter, and I mean how much, like,
Autopilot engaged.
like firepower this managed to put out, and with just this little fleet, we took on a base which was fairly formidable before, and which I think is pretty good. 90,000.
Shipyard.
So yeah, I'm pleased with that. I'm quite happy with it. I don't like to fly the Overseer as much as I like to fly the this Ordinance cruiser as much as I like to fly the Overseer. Doesn't seem as fun, but it's definitely all right. And I mean, we made some pretty quick work of everything else, didn't we? Well, there's still some Vong kicking about. Let's see if we can't help out there. We're here to help. The cavalry has arrived. See how well we do against little fighters then. I mean, the missile boats or ships that can fire missiles, like that Ordnance cruiser, can fire a lot of missiles. 125. They're fantastic, but the problem is once those missiles are depleted, that's it. You're kind of snookered. And you're paying it. I mean, like, there's over 1 million credits worth of, or there was over 1 million credits worth of missiles in this ship if it's fully loaded, which is, I mean, look at how many, it's just launching out. It's just like one of those little, you know, where the guy with all the money does the thing, he just starts fanning cash, like, yeah, I don't need it. You have some money, you have some money, you have some money. Everybody have some money. I'm keeping it because I want to see how much it is going to be to. In fact, no, we'll disarm the missiles on this now. You've done your.
I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
Okay, I'm not like the AI. I'm not going to go to war with you now forever. Orders are simple, ladies and gents. It's time to go back. Back to base. Alright, so we've done it. We've sorted out the Vong threat. Finally. It's been dealt with.
Autopilot engaged.
So Hyporia can stay kind of like secure for a little bit longer. It means we don't have to focus as much on this. Because I am, when I have been playing offline and that, look, our mine has been damaged. That'll have been Vong. I have been kind of like, basically, feeling like I can't really leave this system, just in case we need to kind of like fly in and deal with some stuff. I think what's probably going to happen then, moving forward, is we're going to do a bit of fleet building. We're going to get all these repaired up. For now, the Tri-Droids will probably stay. I'll probably put them to protect our Smugglers Run defense base. The Vigos, the Overseer, and this ship are probably going to stay together as a little fleet, because what I might do. So I'm going to have to do it on both playthroughs, because I don't know where all the other research bases. Well, I do. So research bases.
Disengage.
Because we want a research base, because there's some cool stuff you can get. There's the Maw, which is held by the Imperials. There is Unknown Region 3, which is held by Unknown Threat, Xenon, basically. I didn't want to collect. So,
Docking granted.
and then usually 2 other things should spawn, base-wise. In the past, we've had one in the Sump, which was pirates. They were pretty easy to deal with, and those particular spawns are random, which, you know, random is as random does. We're about to get T-boned by a acclimator. I can feel it coming in my little bones. Oh, it does look like we've taken some damage because we've got repair drones coming out. I mean, this Ordinance cruiser is actually not too bad. Why? Too bad. The Overseer is better because the Overseer is lighter. You.
Forex 38. Shipyard.
Can I do 2 things at once? No, I can't. Right. Go to me. To me, you guys. I want you to upgrade and repair ship. Restock. Oh wow, you only fired 4 missiles. Interesting. Confirm. And on that note, I think I'm gonna start recording now. Because why would you do this to me? X4. I can't even remember what I was gonna say. Yes, I'm gonna do some repairs. I'm gonna move some fleets around. And then I think next episode we're going to try some hit and run. Well, not hit and run. I think we're going to see about doing some attacking of enemy ships. A bit of combat. See how we do down in the... Hey, spawned it away from me. Yeah, see how we do in with CSA. What we might do is we might take out that Hut Pirate. If it gets a bit dicey, we might go out after the Hut Pirates that are down in the bottom of the thing. But yeah, that's what it's saying. Research bases. Usually there's 4, or there should be 4 that spawn. In this particular instance, there's not been 4. Am I too close? You're trying to tell me, computer. I not got a Mark II docking computer on this? Did I just put a Mark 1 on it? Am I too high? Yeah, this has got a Mark 1 docking computer on it. There we go. We'll upgrade that as well. Yeah, research bases. So I haven't seen any in a while. I'm going to ask on Discord about it. See if anyone else has found them. Because one of the other things I've noticed is
Successfully docked.
apart from when the first update dropped, I've not seen any of the Katana fleet kicking about. For whatever reason. How much would that cost? 3 million! 3 million for missiles. Let's shove it. Okay. There we go. We've still got 2 million left. Look at that. We're rich. So yeah. Because there's the bonus of the research bases now, because apparently you can get prototype TIE fighters and the like. So in both this and the Hate series, we're going to have to go into the Maw at some point, take on the Imperial fleet, which should be interesting. If nothing else. Anyway, as ever then, I've been Captain Jack Gumption. This has been X4 with Star Wars Interworlds mod, 0.7. No, it's not 7.3, it's 8.3 installed. Thank you for watching, and until next time.